What's good, y'all? It's your boy Matt, your favorite CEO, fitness model, and content creator. Listen, man, stop feeling guilty for wanting more, right? Stop feeling guilty for wanting more in your life. If you want the big expensive house, if you want the $250,000 car, if you want the beautiful spouse, if you want, 4 or 5 beautiful, amazing children, bro, that's nothing wrong with that. Don't ever let anybody else on this physical plane, no one in your family, no one, not one of your friends, not no randoms. Don't let anybody else on this earth make you feel bad for wanting more out of life. You're allowed to want more. You have to think big. You have to become a big thinker. Don't develop that crabs in a bucket mentality because somebody else is a small thinker and they want to be a minimalist. Cool. If that's what you want for your life, I don't judge you for that. You want a minimalistic lifestyle, you want to live in a minimalistic home, you want a minimalistic car, great. Congratulations. Do you? But I want the $250,000 car. I want the $500,000 home. I want the multi-million-dollar business. I want big things in my life. And I'm never ever gonna let anybody else on this earth make me feel bad for wanting more. Why would you try to make me feel bad because I want to spend $250,000 on a car and you have the audacity to say to me, I would never do that? Cool, that's you. But at the same time, remember, this is a company that employs people. Lamborghini, for example. Shout out to Lamborghini. Because your boy about to have the Urus soon, the Lamborghini Urus, $250,000 car. It's a Lamborghini SUV basically. You know what I mean? Beautiful. I love that car. And it's on my vision board back there. You probably can't see it because it's at the top, but it's on my vision board. You know what I mean? Because that's a part of my vision. That's what I want. There are people who are going to say, oh, I would never do that. You're wasting money. It's not a waste of money, right? It's what I like. But you're not going to make me feel bad because you don't want it and because you can't afford it. Because if you had the money to afford it, you probably would buy it. You might say you don't and you wouldn't, but 9 times out of 10, you probably would buy a luxury car if you had the money to, because in all reality, you don't have it. You know what I mean? So don't knock somebody else for wanting more. I want more. I'm always going to want more. It doesn't make me greedy for wanting nice things. Like I said, Lamborghini is a company that employs people. So when the salesmen of Lamborghini sell you the vehicle, right? They get paid, right? They're able to feed their family. This is a company that employs people. So why would I ever feel bad for paying $250,000 for a car that I want, that I paid with my hard-earned money, when this individual also, after I make this purchase, is going to eat? They're going to be able to feed their family. They're going to be able to pay their rent. This is a company. It doesn't make it any. It is not. Even if you were buying something from Amazon for $10, Amazon is a company that employs people, bro. You're buying somebody's product. You know what I mean? You'll spend, thousands of dollars a month on Amazon. You'll spend thousands of dollars a month on drinks. You'll spend thousands of dollars a month on things that you don't need, but you have the audacity to judge me because I want to pay $250,000 for a car that I'm going to pay with my hard-earned money, and that's not coming out of your pocket, but I actually can afford it. Come on, bro. Don't let anybody make you feel bad for wanting more out of life. You want that big house? Get it. You want that multi-million-dollar home? Get it. You want that $500,000 car, that Ferrari? Get it. Make it happen. Don't let anybody make you feel bad for wanting it. There's nothing wrong with that. If that's what you want, if that's what you truly desire, you're right. Get it. The car doesn't make you, obviously. You make the car. Because, for example, a lot of successful people that own luxury vehicles, and I learned this from my mentor, Jeff Logan, bro, he has a Lambo. He has a Ferrari, right? He has a Hummer. He has multiple different vehicles that cost over $100,000. Luxury vehicles, right? Even my homie, a good friend of mine that I met in my mentorship group, with Jeff Logan, right? My boy Ulysses, he just bought his first Porsche. He's the same age as me, and he just bought $100,000 Porsche because he's locked in and he leveled up and he's teaching me to do the same thing he's doing, right? But anyway, why would bro, he's 22 years young. I'm 23. So why would he feel bad for paying $100,000 for a car? Oh, you're mad young. You shouldn't own a vehicle like that. Oh my God, it's an evil vehicle. No, it's not. It's not evil. You just can't afford it. So don't judge me because you can't. Don't try to make me feel bad, make me feel guilty because I'm paying $250,000 for a car. I'm paying $100,000 for a car. That's what I want. That's what I like. I don't judge you when you spend $1,000 at the club every weekend and you complain you ain't got no money. You know what I mean? So never let anybody on this earth make you feel bad for wanting more. That's just what it is. Stop feeling guilty for wanting more. Never feel guilty for wanting more. Never feel guilty for wanting a bigger house. Never feel guilty for wanting a nice apartment. Never feel guilty for wanting a nice car. Never feel guilty for wanting a certain spouse that's based on your standards. Never feel guilty for any of that shit. Never feel guilty for eating healthy. People try to make me feel guilty on so many different occasions for eating healthy, for wanting to be, health conscious. Bro, I am health conscious. This is my lifestyle. This ain't no, I'm not doing this to prove anything to any of you. I'm health conscious because I want to live a long life. Because I want to prolong my life and teach people and put people on game so they can improve their life. Because there's so many people out here dying from health issues that could be altered and could be changed by just changing your diet. You know what I mean? So never stop feeling guilty for being healthy. Stop feeling guilty for wanting more. You want better health? Get it. Make it happen. You want a better house? Make it happen. You want and you desire a multi-million-dollar car? Make it happen. You can do it because there are people who have done it, that are doing the same thing that you're doing, right? That are living the exact reality that you want to live. So never feel guilty because you want more. No, stop it. Pay attention to who this person that's trying to make you feel guilty. Look at their lifestyle. Do you want to live your lifestyle? No. So stop having conversations with them. That's why I told you in my last video, put people in certain categories. I'm not going to sit up here and tell anyone who is not a big thinker that I want to own a $250,000 car, because from their perspective, it doesn't make sense. Oh, you shouldn't do that. You should never pay that much money for a vehicle. I wouldn't do it. I'm not you. We're two different people. You can't afford it. So why would I listen to you when you don't have luxury vehicles and then make those my thought patterns and now I can't attract my dream car into my life? No, never feel guilty for wanting more. Never. Like I told you, if you want any of these things, if you desire to bring these things into the physical and to manifest these things into your life, never feel guilty. Bro, guilt is a low vibrational emotion. It's at the very bottom. Don't feel guilty for wanting more. It doesn't make you feel good, feeling guilty. How you gonna feel guilty for something you want? Because somebody else gave their stupid ass opinion and they know nothing about it. They can't afford the car. They make 65 grand a year. They can't afford a $250,000 car because the car costs how much money they make in 4 or 5 years. You know what I mean? So it's like, bro, they don't even have $100,000 in their bank account and they sitting up here trying to tell you that it's bad because you want a $250,000 car. Man, hell nah. You ain't gonna change my mindset. I want more. I want bigger. I'm a big thinker. I desire the multi-million-dollar empire. I desire the multi-million-dollar home. I desire the multiple $250,000 cars that I know I'm gonna have and that I already have. You know what I mean? But you're not gonna make me feel guilty. I'm not gonna feel guilty because you don't want it. We're not the same. That's just what it is. But never let anybody else make you feel guilty for wanting more. Never let anybody else make you feel guilty for wanting better health, for wanting to live a bigger and better reality than them, for wanting expensive things. Every expensive item that you see out there, the Gucci, the Versace, the Lamborghinis, the Ferraris, right? The Rolexes, the APs, you know what I mean? The Richard Milles. All of these things are companies that employ people to sell these items. So this is somebody's business. That's somebody's baby. Just like how you have your own business, just like you have your own child, right? You nurture, you take care of it, right? And these people, these are their babies, these are their businesses. And when they sell things, they're able to take care of their family. Their employees are able to take care of their families when they sell these items. So why would I feel bad for being able to put food in somebody else's plate, for being able to put money in somebody else's pocket, and in return, I get something that I've always wanted, I've always desired, that I've dreamt of having since I was a kid? No, never gonna feel guilty for that. And you shouldn't either. So listen, man, stop feeling guilty for wanting more. Stop feeling guilty for wanting more money. Stop feeling guilty for wanting a bigger and better house. Stop feeling guilty for wanting a nicer car. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't let the greed consume your mind. Don't, start feeling like, I need these things to be, somebody, because you don't, right? A lot of people feel like, oh, I need the car to be somebody. You don't, because the car doesn't make you, you make the car. Because Like I said, all these successful people that have luxury vehicles, that have luxury homes, that have billions and millions of dollars, if you take away every single thing that they have, they can do it all over again, because what's more important is the person that they became on the path of the journey as opposed to the actual material thing. You take away Elon Musk billions of dollars, he can still make billions of dollars again, starting from zero, because he's already done it. He already has the experience, the knowledge, the information, the people, the network. You know what I mean? So it's not about the material thing, it's about the person you become on the path to that. Don't let these things consume you and make you feel like they create your identity, because they don't. Right? That's why a lot of you don't have luxury vehicles, because you're not the type of person that's worthy of having it. Right? Because if you get the car and you lose it, you'll lose your mind. As opposed to someone who has the car, they lose it. Like, bro, it's all right. It's just a car. It might cost $250,000. It might cost $250,000, but it's just a fucking car. It's like if you lose your phone. Oh my God, it's the end of the world. No, it's a phone. Get another one. You know what I mean? So never feel guilty for wanting more. And stop letting other people make you feel guilty for wanting to live a bigger and better reality because they want to live a minimalistic lifestyle. Cool. If that's what you want, cool. But don't live a minimalistic lifestyle because somebody else wants you to. If you want the big house, if you want the expensive car, strive for it and make it happen. I have luxury vehicles and luxury homes on my fucking vision board. I'm not gonna let nobody in my inner circle or anybody else outside of my circle make me feel bad. Oh yeah, bro, you're evil because you want millions of dollars and there's people starving. You want a $250,000 car, and no, you're not gonna make me feel bad for wanting more. You're not, homie. You know what I'm saying? So listen, man, never feel guilty for wanting more, and never let anybody else, put their mindset, right? Never let anybody instill their thoughts in you. And then you start contemplating what you want. And you start feeling bad about what you want, not what they want, what you want, because of somebody else, because they want to be minimalistic. Cool, do you? That's not what I want, right? Not everybody wants to live that type of lifestyle. I'm sorry to break it to you. Not everybody wants to be a minimalist. Some people want more, and that's okay. But don't feel guilty or feel bad for that. Remember, any luxury thing that you want to own, or that you do own, don't feel bad for owning it, and don't feel bad for wanting it, because at the end of the day, these are companies. Just like how you have a company, just like how you work for a company, these are companies that employ people. Same way you're employed, same way you are the employer. You know what I mean? So your boy, Matt Rodriguez, like, share, and subscribe. Never feel guilty for wanting more.